Welcome back to the Inner Alchemist TV. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look into the Fletchers from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't even know these people's names. I don't even know what they look like. I'm going to find out when I Google the photos after the video to make the thumbnails. But other than that, I'm pretty much going in blind. So, I don't know. You guys have to help me out. Put the energies where they belong. I'm seeing some children. They look like adult children. It looks like a blended family situation. So, I don't know. For some reason, I'm showing kids attached to the Empress robe, but not to the marriage. So, I'm not sure what that means. But like I said, I'm going to pull the energy, and you guys will have to tell me which way you think which goes. I don't know. You guys have to help me with this one because I don't know anything about these people. So like the video, make sure you're subscribed, that you have your notification bells on, and we're gonna jump right in. And so I was reading the relationship, or I was reading the marriage, and I pulled the top row for the Mrs. and the bottom row for the Mr. So in the top row, I have the Four of Swords, the Devil, the Empress, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands. And then clarifying the Knight of Wands, I had the Knight of Swords and a Page of Swords. So there's two things that could be going on. These knights could represent the husband, but I have him in a separate row, even though he's technically not in the row. It was giving me like the idea that he's not emotionally connected, or he's emotionally unavailable when it comes to this relationship. He had the Four of Pentacles when it next to the Lover's card, so I feel like there's a part of him that's guarded, or there's a part of him that's blocked off from the marriage or from the happenings of the marriage. And then the Moon card is next to the Lover's card, so it gave me the feeling that within the marriage there's a lot that he doesn't know, or even some things that he may fear, or even with the Two of Swords, some things that he intentionally turns the blind eye to because he doesn't want a part of it in some type of way. But it is connected to the marriage. I also show that if he does have money, he's very selfish. With this Eight of Pentacles, I think that he's worked hard, or he does work hard, or works all the time. But with the Four of Pentacles, I get a sense that he is controlling around money, or selfish, or cheat. Or he may be cheat, right? Now, this Empress card was showing me that the Missus is like the mother, the matriarch of a situation. I'm showing like a lot of caretaking energy, but I'm also showing somebody that's addicted to their role as a mother or as a wife, but they're surrounded by a lot of a childish or volatile or angry or abusive energy. I feel like there's a sense of danger, or a sense of this person being terrorized. When I look at the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, I'm feeling like either she met her husband and he was younger than her, or we're dealing with children between the ages of like 19 and 35. But these would be children that were very like dangerous or abusive, or she could have an abusive relationship with her husband. With this Devil card and the Empress card and these two knights, I'm feeling like there's a lot of abuse on the domestic scene. With the Moon card, I'm feeling like there are people that are like grabbing at this woman's ankles, like pulling her down. People that really need her, but people that are constantly pulling her into like a dark space that's full of like deception, that's full of lies maybe. But more than that, I feel like she's being terrorized. I feel like with this Nine of Wands, like she lives on guard, or like she's paranoid, or like she's constantly afraid of something. With the Four of Swords and the Eight of Wands and this Nine of Wands, these are the cards surrounding this Empress. So I was getting a card of like imprisonment. I don't know if she feels like a prisoner in her own home, especially with this Devil card, or if she's creating a prison for the people around her. But there's a strong tone, like the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Wands. I don't normally get like imprisonment energy from that. But with this Four of Swords, I feel like somebody is sitting down involuntarily. And I feel like there's some type of paranoia. I feel like somebody's looking towards this Page of Swords or towards this Knight of Swords. It's almost giving me the impression of somebody's looking to see if somebody's going to talk. But there's a lot of secrets being held in this family altogether. When I look at this Four of Pentacles, I see a certain guardedness around the family to where no information gets in and no information gets out. With the Empress card next to the Devil, I am seeing a toxic mothering style or a toxic feminine figure, but it's more so from the perspective of a person that's addicted to their family, who there's an abusive tinge, there's an abusive tone of male energy in this spread. Now, I don't know if this person stays, especially with this Devil card, I don't know if she stays hooked in this energy because she believes she has to. But with the Two of Swords, the Devil, the Four of Swords, I feel like this is somebody who's not doing something about a lot of abusive or terroristic behaviors. Even with this Eight of Wands, I'm even getting a sense of rebelliousness. However, I do have to admit, with this Knight of Wands and this Eight of Wands and this Lover's card, I'm feeling like within the marriage, somebody was having like some one-night stands. For some reason, with this Eight of Wands, I'm also feeling weakened. I don't know if this is a situation, because I'm showing this Eight of Pentacles, which is like working hard, but I don't know if this is somebody who worked hard and then on the weekend with this Four of Pentacles, they did whatever they wanted to do and refused to be questioned. But with this Knight of Wands next to this Lover's card, this would have to do with like sex or some type of like impulsive energy. But I also feel like there was like some arguing involved. It's giving me like a situation where people create arguments so that they can leave for the weekend and go do whatever they want to do, but they're doing it selfishly. I don't know if this person, and this is coming up in the husband's row, I don't know if he worked. It's almost like he worked and then he put himself in a situation where he could hide his money or hoard his money. Or there's something where he's like, especially with this Two of Swords, with this Four of Pentacles, I feel like there's something that he's blocking or keeping her from having access to as it pertains to his work. The Four of Swords is next to the Devil card, which is in her row. I don't know if there's some type of recovery from addiction. And again, that addiction could be to a person. I remember when I was about 18 or 19, I read a book called How to Break Your Addiction to a Person. So I'm not saying necessarily that it has to do with drugs or alcohol. Honestly, with this Devil and this Four of Pentacles, somebody could be addicted to work. But at the same time, I'm sensing like a recovery center or some type of like rehabilitation or maybe even a hospital. Maybe they worked at a hospital with this Four of Pentacles and this Four of Swords, or worked at some type of recovery or rehab with this Devil card, or somebody was in rehab or recovery. For some reason, when I'm looking at this Eight of Pentacles and I'm looking at this Devil card, I see a pill addiction, and I don't think I've ever looked at these cards in that same way. Like I said, remember my first instinct, I said somebody could be addicted to work? I don't feel that way. I feel like these are addictions to pills. I don't know if it's muscle relaxers or something like a Valium or something like a upper or some type of downer, but I feel like it has to be a downer because the Four of Swords is here. It could be maybe like some anti-anxiety medication, some type of calms or something. With this Moon card, I'm sensing a certain amount of fear around some activity going on between these two knights. Like I said, this Knight of Swords and this Page of Swords, I feel like these are one and the same person. And I feel like it represents a child that may be abusive. I don't know if this is a child that may have hit the mother or have been abusive towards the mother, but the mother is coming up as very silent and someone that tries to cover up people's secrets. Now, again, I don't know if these are secrets of a child or secrets of a husband within her marriage, but I'm getting the vibe that the mother is being abused or has been abused, whether that's verbally or physically. With the Devil card, I feel strongly that it's physical abuse. But with the Moon card, I feel like she covers that up out of fear. I don't know if the fear is towards the abuser or fear of just outside people finding out. Because over the four, I did a 10 card spread and some clarifiers. I did 5 at the top and 5 at the bottom, but and the 4 of Pentacles was one of those cards. But then when I just looked at this spread, the 4 of Pentacles completely separated itself out from the reading. And so I feel like this 4 of Pentacles is showing me that this whole situation is guarded. Meaning that nobody tells anything in this family. Nothing's getting in and nothing's getting out. With the Moon card, the Empress, and the Devil, with the Lovers, I feel like there's a lot of secrets, toxicities that are going on in the marriage that people are covering up for each other or don't talk about. I feel like this marriage or this family is a cult. I use that word loosely, so you guys don't take me too seriously. But I say a cult, meaning that they're guarded, they're sewed up. Especially when I look at this 9 of Wands and this 8 of Wands, I feel a sense of imprisonment. Now, I don't know if it's actual imprisonment because there is the Swords energy here, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords. All of this is like stagnant, blocked, stuck energy. Now, if I had the 8 of Swords, I would say somebody was in actual jail. But obviously they're not in jail because they're on the show. However, I feel a strong sense of imprisonment when I'm looking at these Swords cards in relationship to the Wands cards with the Devil's card. I feel like there's some type of violence or abuse. I don't know if this is towards the mother or if there's a baby mother or if this is just in general. I feel like the mother's role in this situation is toxic from the perspective of she's covering up. But I feel like she's covering up something because she herself is afraid of somebody in the situation. Now, the husband on his bottom row, he doesn't have a lot of violence. A lot of his stuff is coming through at work. But at the same time, there's a relationship here that's a secret. So I'm asking myself, are you having a secret relationship at work? Are you doing like overtime or working extra hours and then hiding some type of relationship that you're maybe entertaining on the weekend? Because I feel like there's another relationship. Especially with this 2 of Swords here, because I feel like you're balancing. Because there's a woman above you, but there's a relationship to your right. And I feel like you have a balancing act. But the balancing act is the Moon card in the middle. And so I feel like you're balancing like information or things that people don't know. Maybe even with this 8 of Pentacles and this 2 of Swords, you're working on keeping your mouth shut. Because with this 2 of Swords, I'm getting a feeling of somebody that's working hard to keep their mouth shut so that they don't slip up. And maybe that's why with this 4 of Pentacles, it's almost like everything is on a need to know basis. And maybe that's why it's coming across as like secrets guarded around the whole family. But really, it's just people not with it. Well, with him, it's him not wanting to slip up. But I feel like his energy is totally disconnected from this energy above. There's a sense of recovery here. Like I said, I'm getting a hospital energy next to this Devil card. I don't know if somebody's recovering from a pill addiction or somebody is using pills or has access to pills or some type of prescription drugs. With the Devil card next to the Empress, I could almost see her as being addicted to a prescription drug in some type of way. Because with this Moon card coming underneath her Empress, for some reason I feel sedated. I feel like there's some sedation. But there's also fear with this Devil card here and the 9 of Wands. Somebody's scared of something. Somebody's like in danger. I don't know if somebody's retaliating. When I'm looking at this Knight of Swords in this spread, I'm also feeling like a retaliation. Maybe against some type of impulsive move on behalf of a child. Because I do still have the Page of Swords here and the Knight of Wands. Maybe somebody told something. I feel like this Knight of Swords is like getting some type of revenge on somebody for some reason. And I feel like the mother I feel like she's afraid of something, afraid of some type of retribution or violence, or maybe even with this devil card, a loss of freedom. But somebody's laying down, because with this Four of Swords and this devil card, somebody's finna sit down. Even as I look at the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is not a card of imprisonment, it's more a card of fast movement. I have the Eight of Wands next to the Knight of Wands over the Lovers card. I was thinking of this as one night stands, but for some reason when I'm looking at it with this Nine of Wands, I'm getting enclosed. I'm getting enclosed. Now with the Empress card coming in, this is making me wonder, is this something that the mother is, I don't know, she's afraid of something. I feel like she's lazy too though. It could be as simple as laziness. It doesn't even have to be as deep as what I'm saying, but there's too many people involved for it not to be. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands, these are extra people outside of what I read in the marriage spread. But when I'm looking at the Empress and the Devil card, the Four of Swords, this Two of Swords, I feel like this mother is like lazy, or like slovenly or something like that. I'm not gonna say she's letting herself go, but I don't know if she's been lazy about her motherhood duties. Now, when I look at the Empress and the Eight of Wands and the Lovers card, I feel like she was like a woman who put her boyfriends like first. And I'm not judging, because I'm going to be the first to tell you, when I was growing up and raising my kids, I was not the woman that could be the mother, the wife, the businesswoman. I couldn't handle all those roles. And when I broke up with the father of my kids, I actually became a better mother. You know what I mean? Deep inside, I'm not going to lie, it's because I don't like to compromise. I don't like dealing with other personalities when I need to get shit done. I like to just do. And relationships require a lot of compromise. That's one thing I don't like about relationships. But at the same time, I feel like when I was with my child's father, I was so busy being in love and being booed up, you know, fucking, kicking it, being in love, fighting, whatever we were doing, that I don't feel like I was the most effective mother until we broke up. With this situation, I see a mother that was somewhat negligent. I'm not going to lie. But I feel like that negligent was surrounding relationships and her trying to prioritize relationships. Not even the one she ended up in. She had a few of them. This was like a whole MILF. I don't know if she had her kids before or after this marriage, but at some point she seemed like a flighty type of mother though, or something like that. Or a mother who didn't sit still. But like I said, I don't know if she had a pill addiction due to some anxiety. She could have just been restless. You know what I mean? So I don't want to go and put it as far as to say that she was like, you know, getting around. But the Knight of Wands did come up in her row. If this Knight of Wands is not about her own child, then it could be about her as a mother having prioritized relationships or love over her children. And honestly, when I'm looking at the husband's role, I don't want to make a karmic connection, but I feel like, oh, then you met with a man and then he prioritized relationships over you, because he has other relationships that he's had, or he has like one night stands. But again, I feel like he's also selfish, like he moves with his own interests at best heart. But because for some reason I'm not showing a connection between the family and the marriage. So I feel like if this is his family and his children, he's a very disconnected father, or he's very to himself, or he expends a lot of his energy and time at work, like he's always gone. But then he also is carrying on another relationship at his job too, or something like that. You know what I mean? Now, on the flip side, with this Devil and this Empress card, she could be controlling in some type of way as well. But it doesn't stop people from sneaking around either, though. But I feel like she could have created, like I said, some type of like motherhood cult where people know not to speak. Like her kids know to keep their mouth shut. Her man knows to keep his mouth shut. They know like not to take their family business outside of the home. But with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords, I feel like this is like an angry child, or a situation where the child watched the mother be abused. For some reason, I'm getting a heavy sense of this mother being abused, maybe even to the point of being hospitalized. There's a hospital here. There's a hospital here. I don't know if this abuse came at the hands of this man, because he's not necessarily showing abusive, because he's not showing that he cares at all. He's showing like someone that's engrossed in work or something like that. And someone that's like has his guard up, or has his, like I said, he's Ray Charles to family drama or something like that. But in her role, there's a lot of drama. Devil card, Knight of Swords, 8 of Wands, Knight of Wands, 9 of Wands. There's a lot of fear of danger in her role, especially with this Moon card. There's a lot of abuse and toxicity, but who's doing the abusing? Did she come out of another abusive relationship? Did she come with kids who watched her be abused? Or does she abuse her kids, or are the kids abusing her? These kids are angry and impulsive. If these Knight of Wands and this Knight of Swords and this Page of Swords represent children, these are angry and impulsive children. These are bad boy. This is bad boy type energy. Especially with this Devil card. And why are they afraid? With this 9 of Wands, why are they on the lookout? What are they on the lookout for? There's some type of threat. Who's making threats? Is somebody making threats towards them? Did one of these kids threaten her? Because this Knight of Swords I'm looking at is directly across, is adjacent, the word for across. It's across from the 9 of Wands. Now, when I look at the 9 of Wands and I know that this person looks like they are like being threatened, or they're like afraid because somebody's threatening them, and then I look at this Knight of Swords who's clearly threatening, charging in, violent. Like, did somebody get stabbed, shot, beat? Like, there's a threat here. Somebody threatened to shoot somebody or something. Or somebody threatened to beat somebody up. Or maybe her own, I don't know. Like, but this has something to do with these knights. You know what I mean? Now, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands is impulsive energy. So, did something happen impulsively with one of the kids? Then we have the Page of Swords. Okay, I got the 10 of Wands at the bottom. Oh, the 8 of Swords did come up. Somebody's in jail. Or somebody going to jail. And it's a burden on the family. The 10 of Wands. I got the 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. I got the 4 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. This is somebody sitting down. This is jail. But I feel like, is this a burden on somebody with this 10 of Wands? Like, but then there's a King of Cups here. So is this finally the husband? But the King of Cups came in reverse. So remember I was talking about him not having no emotional connection, or him being Ray Charles, or him being in his own world, kind of like selfishly minding his business, or not wanting to get involved with the melee or the drama. The King of Cups in reverse, he can be like, I don't know, he can be like a betrayer. With this Page of Swords and this King of Cups in reverse, like, is this a snitch? I'm not saying anything about the dad or the husband, but if this is him represented by this King of Cups, I could not figure out with this Page of Swords, but is he like telling something? Because he doesn't share the same toxic, codependent loyalty that's in her role. He's operating as an independent in a way. But he has a mean streak as well. I will say that. So it makes me wonder, what is her attraction or connection to him? Because he has a mean streak. He works too much. He's cheap. He's probably cheating at work. Why are you with him? Like, what is he being used for to represent in her life? Let me try to pull a card. If this 6 of Wands come out, oh, the Star. Okay. Oh my God. I'm about to fall the fuck out. This Six of Wands came out. Oh my God. Oh my God. I wish I was live. What the fuck? So the husband is a trophy. He's like a static. Oh my God. When I said to myself, I said, what does she see in him, like, relationship wise? Because he's mean. He's disloyal. He's the King of Cups in reverse. And I'm saying to myself, like, and then his Six of Wands did come up in reverse, which means that he doesn't even give her attention like that. And I was thinking in my head, like, he must be some type of status symbol for her. And that's why I said, if this Six of Wands come out. But what happened was the Star card came out, which is cool, because that's a status symbol too. As if, like, this marriage made you a star, or even a socialite with this Six of Wands and the Star. I'm even getting socialite, but they're on reality TV, so I can't really, that they're all socialites if you think about it, right? Lo and behold, I pulled the Star card and the Six of Wands was stuck to it. I'll be damned. Yeah, so her husband is her, like, trophy, or her way to being a socialite, or her status symbol. But it's damn near like a loveless marriage. A marriage of convenience. Like I said, he's tapped out. I don't want to be rude, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but I could go as far as to say he has, like he's sorry that he married her. I ain't gonna say that like that, but King of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Wands is almost giving me like Cry Me a River, because the Ten of Wands is like burdens. You know what I mean? But again, she could be burdened. This could go any type of way. You know what I mean? Like I said, you guys have to put the energy. I don't even know if any of this has come out, because like I said, with that Four of Pentacles, I feel like they have like a whole, like, they don't let people, and they don't let information in and out of their family. You know what I mean? I feel like, or they only confide with people that are closest to them. He could be confiding with another woman at work. Like I said, he could be in a whole emotional affair, or an actual affair, or another relationship. Honestly, he may confide in that person, but it's almost like everybody holds their cards to their chest. They have like a toxic family dynamic, but it's coming through the mother, because it's the Empress and the Devil card. You know what I mean? I'm almost seeing it as, like I said, with her, I feel like with her growing up, raising her kids, I feel like she didn't really like raise her kids right, because she was like chasing thrills herself. Maybe her kids are just like her or something. I'm not sure the type of woman that she is, but now she's maybe showing up as like a high and mighty, like a woman that's like taking care of things, but really behind those closed gates, she's like lazy and like slovenly or something. And like I said, I think she might even have a pill addiction or something like that behind closed doors, because I'm showing her as spending a lot of time in the room. But she spent a lot of time in the room with this devil energy. I mean, it could even be a food addiction, but I ain't gonna say that, because I don't feel like she's in like a food coma, but something is making her comatose in the bedroom. Really. And I feel like she either spends a lot of time on the phone, or even on social media. Like she's like always talking to somebody or running her mouth. Like she's one of those, I know what type of woman she is. I feel, or was. This could have been her when she was raising her kids. I don't know. But I feel like I got a pretty good idea of the type of woman that she is or was. You know what I mean? I don't know. Well, anyways, look, you guys, that's what came out in the reading. Y'all have to fill me in on this couple, because if so, we've been missing all the drama. Y'all got me focusing on Melody and Martell and them old boring self. Like, no shade, but how long can we talk about the same storyline with them? Like, you know, I mean, we got that shit down packed. But these other couples, you telling me these Fletchers got this much type of shit going on and y'all ain't saying nothing to me? Because this is where it's at. I promise you, I'm going to do another reading on them if this resonates, you guys. Now, if this is way off the mark, then I don't know. I may have to leave them alone because I'm not tapping their energy. But if this is on point, then that means I got an energy tap, and that means that we finna get all up in their business because they got hella drama. I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know. So what do you guys think about this reading? What have you heard? What can you tell me? Where can you fill in the blanks? Where do I have the energies crossed up or mixed up at all? Because, you know, it could be flip side down. It could be reversed. It could be all kind of different ways. But you guys let me know what you think down in the comments as per usual. Make sure you like the video or dislike the video. Whatever floats your goat. Just rate the video. But obviously I'm here for them likes. And I'm also trying to grow. So I appreciate those of you who subscribe. If you're not subscribing, you don't have that play button next to your name, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. You know you watching. Stop being a hater. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.